Hello home stylers, and welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. It's your girl Satoya, and if you're new here, welcome to Satoya's Home and Lifestyle. So I wanted to jump on here to give you guys a quick update since the last time I posted. Now if you guys remember, right over here I used to have a black console table, and in my last video I did an urge to rearrange where I repurposed the console table that was here and brought it over to my newly decorated conversation room. So now it's sitting pretty, and the update that I want to share with you guys is the brand new console table that will be going in my entryway. I really hope that you guys like this. Actually, I hope I like it because I haven't seen it yet. Before we get into that, I actually bought two tables, and let me tell you the story behind that. So this large box right here I purchased first. I had it in my cart for some weeks before I even committed because I wanted to see if it would go on sale. It's a little bit pricier in my opinion, so I wanted to see if it was going to go on sale, and it didn't really go on sale. They took off a little bit here and there, but it wasn't really a sale. Ended up getting the console table, and probably like 2 or so days after someone on my Instagram shared this console table, which is pretty much the same. The only difference is this here is solid wood and this right here is a veneer finish, and I believe this one have a little bit more faux detail to it to make it look a little bit more like wood, where this one is more of a rustic aged wood, and it is solid wood. Anyways, I ended up purchasing both of them, and my intentions were, if this one gave me the same look, I would return the more expensive one. However, just to return this was over $500. I was like, nah, we're not doing that. I ended up getting a little bit of a discount on this one and decided to keep both. So that said, let's go ahead and do this quick unboxing.
You know it's creeping up on me. This frostbite gets deep into my bloodstream. Just trying to make the most of it.
So home stylers, I had to call for some reinforcement because as I was opening the box, I realized that I was not going to be able to do this by myself. I didn't want to cause any damage to the table, and of course, because it came fully assembled, I needed a second pair of hands. So my hubby, of course, is here to help me out, and I was telling him to be very, very careful. But as I am taking the wrapper off, my anticipation was just growing, and I just got more and more excited. And of course, you'll see in a bit that I am super, super in love with this table.
Make myself feel warmer when you're near. Whenever you're near.
I love it. Ta-da! So here's a closer look, home stylers, and I must say that I am over the moon about this new console table. Just look at that wood grain. You guys, I don't know if I said it before, but this is solid wood, okay? Look at the wood grain, the color of this console table. I just absolutely love it. Look how perfectly it matches with my stair rails. Of course, my stair rails are a little bit lighter, but just look how these tones complement each other. Absolutely gorgeous, and I am just over the moon. I am so happy with this purchase, home stylers, and you will definitely get to see this in my space for years to come. Okay, I may move it from here to there, repurpose it sometimes, but this is going nowhere. Okay. Love it. Now in my excitement, I had a thought, and so I'm gonna see how this looks right over there in my conversation room. I told you guys that this room is a work in progress, Eventually I'll get a larger rug, different coffee table, add some more character to the wall, etc. But for now, since I have this extra table right here, I want to see how it would look in the space. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one more unboxing, home stylers, and if you're liking what I'm sharing so far, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and if you're not already, please go ahead and subscribe, because I'm telling you guys, I might not be posting on a weekly basis anymore, but I promise you it's gonna be well worth it when I bring you these updates, simply because I am taking my time to really give my home a more curated look. I am gonna move this mural right here and replace it with a similar size wall art, maybe a little wider, and possibly even layer in a few pieces of artwork. But again, work in progress. Stay tuned and hit that notification bell so that whenever I drop, you do not miss any of these updates. Okay, I'm gonna go right ahead and jump right into this next unboxing and see how this looks in the new space. As you can see, this one needs a little bit of an assembly. And the reason why I kind of wanted to steer away from furnitures that I have to put together, because they tend to be in my space for not very long. However, when they shared this, it was not given cheap or veneer, so I wanted to try it, okay? Who doesn't love a luxe look for less? So I'm gonna go ahead, assemble this off camera, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, home stylers, so we're almost done with assembling this console table. Dwight's working on the side pieces. He's gonna go ahead and attach that to the legs, and then all that's left is to add the top, and then we'll be all done. Like I mentioned earlier, this console table was meant to be a second option to the one that I showed you earlier. The difference is this one is covered in veneer, and the first one I showed you guys, that's solid wood. And also this one has a slight different leg, as you can see, a little bit more detail there. But so far so good. I like the warm tones of this, but I'll give you guys a closer look when we're all done. Just wanted to give you an update of how far we've gotten with the assembly. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, home stylers, so here's the console table all assembled. It's a really nice console table, but I am loving my first console table better as far as quality wise. Here's a closer look at the detailed wood finish. Not bad for the price, and I will link this down below. So I'm gonna go ahead now and see how it looks right there. So home stylers, first we're going to shift the coffee table and the mirror, and then move the black console to make space for the new one. Of course, I'm on the market for a nice wooden coffee table, but for now we're going to bring that one back, as well as the mirror, until I can find the art piece that speaks to me for this space. Anyways, continue to watch and I'll check back in just a little bit. So homestylers, you've made it to the end. I do hope that you guys stick around though to see the reveal. But also I want to express my appreciation for your continued support. I do know how valuable your time is. So let me just express my deepest thanks to you all for supporting Satoya's home and lifestyle over the years and for being with me on yet another video. For now though, I do want you all to stay blessed, and until next time, later.